office romances, boss employee, and coworker love. Office romance seems to bloom between the clicking of keys, filing of papers, and that blessed coffee break. Some of these ships might be sailing in secret, while others could be noticeable to the whole team. We enjoy seeing friendships form among employees sometimes. Coworkers may fall for one another, have unrequited love, or just a big ol' crush. And our hearts beat quick, especially if it's a boss falling for his hardworking employee. Not all titles may depict a corporate background. For our segment Reaction Time, the two shoutouts we'd like to double recommend are the dramas in spot number 11 and number 4. Number 12, She Was Pretty. Are you ready for a twist of fate when two friends reunite after years? But an intentional mistaken identity occurs when our female lead realizes that she no longer looks the same as she did when she was younger. She's comfy, casual, and letting her hair and rosy cheeks do their thing. Our male lead is not shallow, but just reflective of how he remembers her. He's become quite handsome himself. Embarrassed to reveal herself right now, she asks her pretty friend to step in and pretend to be her when a reunited meeting is set to take place. Now for that twist. He is her new boss. He doesn't recognize her, so we have the boss and his secret identity employee facing many funny and unexpected situations. Number 11, +9 boys. A Korean belief that anything +9, like age ending in 9, is considered a curse and might become a difficult and struggling year for that person. But one in particular is that portrayed by Kim Young-kwan as a main love interest. In this pairing, he works alongside the girl he's got his heart set on. The only thing is, she has been heartbroken by him before. And no matter how much he wants to prove that he's no longer a player, she's pretty strong in avoiding his flirting. While the other storylines are interesting to follow here, we are curious to see if these two will resolve their issues. Hey MDLers, please remember to hit that like button. Thank you for your love and support. We see you in the comment section and we appreciate you. Number 10, Nail Shop Paris. A crush has a cute girl gender bending to see the guy who captured her attention. In disguise as a boy, she applies for a job at the nail salon her crush works at. Having the opportunity to work in close proximity to him has her nervous and fluttered. But when the second male lead develops an interest in her, how long until he discovers her identity? Workplace shenanigans ensue. Will she be able to work up the courage to tell the boss how she feels? Or will the second male lead steal her heart? In addition to some pretty nail art, we catch a glimpse at how caring and thoughtful the team is. They have big hearts. And it's an overall fun workplace. Number 9, Strong Woman Do Bong Soon. We're no stranger to this beloved employer-employee drama, where a girl with remarkable strength makes a huge impact in the lives of others. She has big dreams, but accepts the position of being a bodyguard. Her boss is really cute. As their chemistry starts to ignite, Bong Soon will have to confront her feelings for her boss and her close friend, as a little love triangle pops up and you've got yourself an enjoyable story. Side effects of watching this drama may include second lead syndrome. Number 8, Jugglers. Secretaries certainly have robust and very busy jobs, tending to their boss's needs and assisting wherever needed in the office. Sadly for our diligent and hardworking female lead, she is the victim of a scandalous, untrue rumor in connection with her boss, resulting in her having to seek out new employment. But rumors spread like wildfire sometimes. She does manage to gain a job, but her new boss is pretty certain he does not need a secretary, at least not right away. She vows to work hard for him. Fate has them eventually both living in the same building. With her reputation tarnished, she still proves herself to be unfailing in her dedication and hard work. Let's hope this pairing has a happy ending. Number 7, Familiar Wife. Marriage, the strain of work, and a tired love that might be taken for granted is what Cha Ju-hyuk feels overwhelmed by? Is he troubled by regret or just exhausted thinking that the grass could be greener on the other side? A decision changes his life to what it would be if he had never got married, but things are certainly different around him, not just for himself, but also the lives of the people he closely knows. It's not long until his first love reappears in his life, but she doesn't even know who he is. In this new life, her weathered housewife look is updated to a stunning and modern look, independent, beautiful, and living her best life. Could this be considered a win-win? Although he appreciates his new freedom from marriage, seeing the woman who was once his wife has him really cold at first. But her fresh new personality and optimism reminds him of his love and attraction for her. As the story progresses, of course. Will he regret that decision he made? While this is an on-the-job workplace drama, it's not boss-employee themed. It's co-workers. But we still get that office romance. Number 6, Introverted Boss. Have you ever had a boss that was behind the scenes so much so you never really knew much about them, or you might have rarely seen them? This could be typical of a boss in a really high position. As an example, a CEO, where they have the middleman do all the groundwork and the delegating of duties. But in this drama, an enthusiastic new employee in a public relations firm decides to take on the task of bringing her misunderstood boss out of his shell. She's the complete opposite of him, a social butterfly, but behind his back, the rest of the team calls the boss the silent monster. Our female lead also seems to have an ulterior motive in getting closer to him. Perhaps he'll overcome his shyness as the drama goes on. Number 5, Touch Your Heart. Oh Yoon-seo is a beautiful and well-known actress, popular and trendy, but wait for it, she's kinda bad at acting. A scandal has her falling from stardom, but all is not lost when a famous screenwriter wants her to be the leading star in their law-themed drama series. To build up some experience in order to deliver a natural and believable role as a secretary for a lawyer, she has to commit to a real secretarial job just for a few months before the filming. Kwon Jun-ruk is cold but a handsome attorney for a law firm. His boss gives him sudden notice that the actress will be his secretary. He's not really okay with this, resulting in some stirred-up office conflict, especially when she starts to learn more about the job of being a secretary. From the sound of the title, we can expect some office sparks to fly. If this pairing looks familiar, it might be because you've seen them before in the drama Goblin. Number 4, Cunning Single Lady, also known as Sly and Single Again. Divorce adventures reunite a couple who separated years ago. The ex-wife struggled hard to get by after the marriage ended, while the ex-husband's dream took off and flourished into a very successful business. A situation has them meeting after the passage of time, and it's probably very hard for them not to think of the bitter sting of their failed love. However, there's a lot of funny and cute office conflicts to reheat that chemistry. At first, our male lead is annoyed and maybe a little bit bitter, but he decides to hire his ex-wife so he can kind of immaturely flaunt everything that he has. She's a little riled up too, but she is humble enough to accept the job. We start to see her as a person who is absolutely not a gold digger. She is kind, considerate, and a thoughtful employee, who she's always been from the moment they first met. Having your ex as your boss has got to be a little bit surreal and awkward. So let's add a second male lead to liven up this office romance. Number 3, My Secret Romance. The handsome son of a major company has a romantic night with a young woman he's only recently met. Some frustrating circumstances surface for them both, and in that moment, they find each other relatable and very kindred. One kiss leads to another, and we can all speculate what's gonna happen next. But when the morning arrives, our female lead has run away, coincidentally taking his clothes with her. 3 years later, fate or an employment opportunity has her working for his company. She pretends at first like she doesn't know him or recognize him, but he's too clever and won't let her get away that easily this time. Their office romance is so cute and fluffy. This drama might be very simple in terms of storyline, so if you're looking for a lighthearted drama, this could be the one for you. Number 2, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? Don't you just love dramas that have a title as a question? It might make us really curious to find out what is up with Secretary Kim. And the answer to that question is her self-absorbed boss, who could be considered a little narcissistic. Perhaps throughout their work history, he could have been a little bit more considerate. Because now, after 9 years of good service, Secretary Kim is ready to set off for greener pastures and resign her post, so that she can focus on her own life and perhaps some love. Could it be that now our self-centered boss realizes how precious and valuable our female lead is? Several comedic situations occur as he tries to express and convey a love that might have been unspoken for a really long time. Number 1. Coffee Prince. I'm pretty sure that every MDLer in Dramaland or drama fan would expect this to make our list as the reigning champ for a boss and employee drama. Our beloved, most adorable, cutest gender bender, Coffee Prince. It's a funny pairing of a coffee shop owner and an androgynous girl whom he mistakes as a guy. She joins his crew of cute oppas who serve up some delicious coffee and snacks. What viewers may enjoy the most is the dynamic relationship between the leads, as it develops from friends to feelings of something more. Their funny romance and work mishaps and adventures will have you adding this classic to your watch list. So MDLers dating the boss or a coworker seems to be a very common occurrence in K-drama land, but I think we can speculate that this could happen IRL. Which office romance is your favorite? Did it make our list? If not, let us know about it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, MDLers, and we'll see you next time. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host at HappySqueak. And now, how about a cup of Coffee Prince?